guys, it's Katie, and today I wanted to share with you guys my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. So this is the first year that I'm participating in this. I've kind of seen it around and I've never just had time to jump into it, but I figure it's happening the 20th through the 26th of January, so this month, and I just figured that it would be a good way to kind of get my reading started for the year, and I'm kind of excited to participate in all of the video challenges and reading. I might do the video challenges. I still gotta find time to film them. I wanted to pre-record them so I'm not like stressing out and I have time to read during the actual readathon, but we'll see how that goes. I have a few ideas for the video challenges, so I'm excited to start those. But today I just wanted to share with you guys the books that I'm planning on reading. I am following the reading challenges and I did choose a few books for them, so I'm going to share those with you guys. So the first challenge for this readathon was to read the group book, which is Otherworlds by Jason Segel. I think that's the author. I don't have the actual book with me. I requested this book on audio from my library, so hopefully that comes in before the readathon starts. I'm hoping it does because we still got like 2 weeks or so, but I did that. If it doesn't come in time, I said I'm number 10 on the waiting list, so if it doesn't come in on time, then I'll probably just purchase it from the bookstore, Amazon or something, or I might just get like the ebooks. The ebook's only $2.99, but I figured I might as well just get the audiobooks. I do kind of want to participate in that kind of like talk with everybody and read the same book that everyone's reading. Plus, I tend to consume audiobooks faster just because I can kind of listen to them while I do other things, so that would also be a good thing about having an audiobook during a readathon. The second challenge is to read a sequel, so for that one I chose The Merciless II by Daniel Vega. I've been wanting to read this second book ever since I read the first book, and I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been reading other things. But I figured I would pick this up for the readathon since it gives me an excuse to finally read it, and it's pretty short, and I know these books are super fast to read. I flew through the first one, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to fly through this as well. The next challenge is to read a book you've never heard of. So for this, I chose Forever Odd by Dean Koontz. I've never heard of this book. A friend of my mom's gave her a giant tote of like horror books, like these mass market paperbacks, and I went through them and I kind of just picked whichever one sounded interesting to me, and this one sounded interesting, so I picked it up and I figured why not just read this during the readathon. This is, I believe, an adult book. It's probably going to be pretty long. Some monster read this book. It's dog-eared. But it is about 300 some pages, but I don't know. I've never read any of his books, but it sounds pretty creepy. Let me see. Apparently it's about a boy named Thomas who has a special ability to see dead people, and he's just trying to live a normal, quiet life in a small desert, but for some reason he feels that he is obliged to use these otherworldly powers that he has. And he's having trouble, you know, dividing the lives between the living and the dead. And eventually he does discover something that is a little unsettling, and he has to embark on this journey to try and outwit an enemy. But overall it sounded like a very interesting read, and I've never heard about this book before, so I don't really know what I'm going into other than what I read on the back of this book. But it sounded pretty interesting. I'm a big fan of horror and I definitely want to get into more horror books, so why not pick this up for the readathon? Hopefully it's a fast read. The fourth reading challenge is to read a book about mental illness. So I went and watched Emma Book's bookshelf tour where she showed her mental illness shelf. I wasn't really familiar with books that have these kind of storylines in them, I guess. And the book that I ended up choosing is Finding Audrey. I forgot who it's by. I don't have a physical copy of this book yet because I do not own it. I just found out about it. I was going to buy it, but I actually found an audiobook for it on Overdrive, so I'm going to be listening to that on audiobook. It'd be quicker to consume, but I'm excited to read it. I believe it's about a girl who has anxiety, if I'm not mistaken, and that just sounds like a very interesting book for me to read, so I chose that one, and I'm excited to read it. The next one is a book mentioned in a movie, TV show, or other book. So for this one, I chose Pride and Prejudice because I've never actually read this book, and I hear good things about it. It's been in so many YA books, like so many YA books have mentioned this book. Like I don't even remember what specific book I've heard it mentioned in, but I know it's been quite a few. I just read Clockwork Angel, and I'm pretty sure she mentioned the characters in Pride and Prejudice, and I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in Twilight as well. But I've never read Pride and Prejudice. I just never got around to it. I'm not a big fan of like classic novels, so this will be a little bit of a challenge for me, but I do have it on ebook, so I'm going to try and read that during the readathon. The next challenge is to read a book under 200 pages. So for that, I chose to read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This book is only 80 pages long, and I've been wanting to read it for a while. I just got it for Christmas, so I figured why not throw it into this readathon. It'll be a really quick read to read, and it'll be fun. I'm excited to try this out and learn more. I'm excited to read this and learn a little bit more about the Harry Potter universe. And the last book is to read a backlist title. I wasn't really sure what this meant. I guess it just means to read a book that was published in a previous year. So for that one, I chose P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I believe this book was published. I know it was published a few years ago. Okay, yeah, this book was published in 2015. I read the first book, and I really want to get around to reading the second and third book, so I decided to throw this into the readathon because it's a really quick, light, contemporary read, and it'll be perfect for a readathon. But that is about it for my TBR. I did choose to read I did choose to read all 7 books. 2 of them are audiobooks and 1 of them is an ebook, so I think it'll be pretty easy to get through them. Hopefully. A lot of them are short, so I know I can definitely read them during this readathon. I'll have to try to read 1 book a day, but it shouldn't be a problem if I'm reading the audiobooks and the physical books as well. But I'm super excited for this readathon. I'm excited to be participating in this readathon for the first time. If you guys are also participating in the Biannual Bibliothon, leave some comments down below. Let me know what your guys' TBR is. I'm interested to see what everyone else is reading. Maybe get some new book recommendations. But as always, if you guys enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps spread it around the YouTube-verse. And if you enjoy my videos, be sure to subscribe. My goal for 2018 is to upload more videos to this channel because I really enjoy talking about books. But that is about it. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!